What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all having an amazing day. So in honor of a new Game Pass dropping, aka the Vina, I've decided to rank all 18 Game Passes as they currently stand. I'm going to be talking to you about the pros and cons of each of them and why I like or dislike them. So make sure to subscribe to the channel and also follow the TikTok at Ethantvl for frequent videos and lives. So getting straight into the video, at number 18 is the Hunter Bundle. These Game Passes are incredibly weak. They're meant to be vampire hunters and they struggle to kill a vampire. In order to kill a witch, you have to spend a crazy amount of coins, which I think is absolutely ridiculous. The only good thing about these characters is that they can dagger an original, they can steal a witch's magic, and they are also incredibly hard to kill. But other than that, they are very useless Game Passes and I would not recommend them. Next up at number 17 is the First Blood Bundle. The First Blood Bundle is just the standard original bundle. They have no special moves or protections. Whereas these two characters may be slightly cheaper than number 16 and number 15. When cured as witches, they can be insta-killed with a neck snap, whereas number 16 and number 15 can't. So next up is number 16, the Noble Brother. See, the only thing that puts him above number 17 is that, as I've said before, he can't be insta-killed with a neck snap when he's cured. And after that is number 15, the Loyal Sister. The only thing that puts the Loyal Sister above number 16 is that she has one extra move, Snap. Other than that, they are basically on par with each other as characters. Coming up at number 14, it's the Hybrid. The Hybrid is slightly better than the other originals because he spawns with his own dagger, which he can use to incapacitate them. He also has a werewolf side, which is good for trapping people. However, he's still a Michael and Marcel victim, so I wouldn't put him too high on this list. Next on this list is the King. The King is slightly above other originals because he can compel them, and his bite is also lethal to them. The King is very good for killing originals when you're in a big server and you know that your character might get stolen if you reset. He can kill an original about once every 45 seconds. However, he still has similar weaknesses to an original. He can still be killed by the White Oak Stake. If for some reason Esther chooses to body jump into another Marcel, if she bites the original Marcel, he will die to his own venom. Next is number 12, the Viking Warrior. The Viking Warrior is an incredibly useful original. He spawns with a White Oak Stake that can one-tap any vampire except Hope. This includes Heretic Josie and Heretic Esther. There's no other character in this game who's like him because he can literally just run up to them, stake them, and they're instantly dead. He's an incredibly useful character if you just want to stake a Josie or an Esther and quickly reset for their slot. He's also not a very in-demand character, which means if you join a server, he'll usually be free. At number 11, we have the Phoenix. The Phoenix is an incredibly, very powerful Game Pass. He can 3-tap any Game Pass witch, and his moves are incredibly overpowered. However, he really only has one good combo. Once the combo is on cooldown, he's very defenseless. Another good thing about the Phoenix is that his immortality is very good. Only one character can kill him without spending any moonstones. So we've officially reached the top 10 now, and here is the number 10 spot, the Muse. At base, the Muse is a decent character. Her biggest hack is teleporting, which I find incredibly useful in fights. Her self-healing is good, but you would have to escape a fight. Most characters will not let you escape a fight alive. What makes Cleo stand out from the other characters is her ability to link and combine health. Cleo at 1000 health makes her almost unkillable to most characters. There's really only a few Game Pass characters who do percentage damage who can still kill Cleo easily with 1000 health. I think she's an incredibly fun Game Pass to play as, and I wish I could rate her a bit higher, but it is what it is. Also, her outfits absolutely eat down. And at number 9 we have the Harvest Witch. And you may be wondering, Ethan, why did you rate her so low? The main reason I put her this low is because she is an incredibly in-demand character with her being new. She gets stolen so easily. If you die, best believe you ain't getting your slot back. That is the main reason why I put her this low. She's a very useful character, and her ability to resurrect hope after being red oaked is incredibly OP. Other than that, she's mostly an attack character. She's really good for killing witches, but she struggles against immortal characters. The most she can do to an immortal character is desiccate them, and even then that requires very close range. But she's a good game pass, definitely not in the top 5, but she's alright. At the number 8 slot we have the Blood Witch Bundle 1. Despite these characters not being very versatile, they're very useful for killing witches. If a group of witches are teaming, it's very easy for these characters to just abduct one of the witches, kill them, and repeat the cycle until the entire team is dead. These characters die quite easily, but the risk of your slot being stolen is also very low. And they're also quite fun to play as. Following the number 8 slot, the number 7 slot is the Blood Witch Bundle 2. The reason I put them above number 8 is because they have the strongest heretic. Valerie has more magic and health than any other heretic. Almost making it into the top 5, but not quite. The number 6 slot goes to the Dark Siphoner. The only reason she's even making it this high up in the list is because of her heretic side. If she couldn't turn into a heretic, she would probably be at number 8 or 9. The reason I say this is because just like the Blood Witch bundles, she's not a very versatile character. She's good for attacking witches, but she can't really defend herself against immortal characters like Hope or Silas. She has a lot of mass abilities, and Autumn is one of the most useful abilities. It's a real shame that if you don't have a friend to turn you into a heretic, she's not a very good character. Now we finally reached the top 5, and the number 5 slot goes to the Trickster. He is a very similar character to Landon in the fact that both of their moves are incredibly powerful, but they don't have many moves, so when those moves are on cooldown, they're very defenseless. However, the reason that Silas is ranked a lot higher than Landon is because he can deal with teamers a lot better. If you know how to play a Silas well, you can easily win a 2v1, even a 3v1. His ability to steal cures is incredibly good. If Hope is an op in your server, you just steal Ketsia's cure, cure Hope, and mission completed. Like Cleo, his ability to teleport is also good, but because of his long-ranged moves, teleport isn't quite a necessity for his character. Another underrated ability that a lot of people forget is his ability to disguise. Despite what you may think, disguises work. The amount of times I've killed people while I've been disguised because they didn't realize it was me. Honestly, Silas could make it to the number 4 slot if his witch side was more powerful. Please, developers, if you're watching this, please buff Silas's witch side. Number 4 slot goes to the Town Lady. Unlike some of the previous slots, she is an incredibly versatile character. She can kill witches with ease, end originals, and desiccate immortals. One of her most exclusive things is her capacity to resurrect people, but arguably her most useful ability is her ability to lifelink. If you have a Silas who's willing to lifelink with you, it is an incredibly, very useful ability because it basically gives you unlimited lives. Due to its short cooldown, as soon as you die, all you need to do is find your link again and relink. It's not once per life or 2 times per life, you can do it unlimited times, and that makes it incredibly OP. Another thing to appreciate about this character is that even with magic shackles, which limit your use of magic, you can still use your psychic abilities. So if a hunter shackles you, it won't leave you completely defenseless. As the most expensive game pass, there's a lot more to say about her, but let's move to number 3. Number 3 slot goes to the original witch. This game pass is so good for teamers. There could literally be a group of 5 teamers and you'd be able to kill all of them with your pentagram. Through that same pentagram you can desiccate any original or immortal. Also, her chain scale her automatically above most other witches in this game. Her ability to reverse vampirism is so underrated in this game. If you have a friend who's a Game Pass witch, you can basically give them unlimited lives. All you have to do is heal them with vampire blood, and if they die and transition into a vampire, you just reverse the immortality. And because they can transition back into a vampire again after that, you can literally just keep repeating it over and over and over again. It's a method that not a lot of people use, but it puts her so high up on this list. It makes her so powerful that she can take down the number 2 and 1 slots with ease. Almost making it to the number 1 slot, but not quite. Number 2 goes to the Miracle. This game pass is very similar to Josie in the fact that they're both damage-based characters. They're incredibly good for killing witches, but there's no way to permanently incapacitate an original or an immortal. The reason she's a lot higher on this list is because her immortality is a lot better than Josie's. She can only die to a red oak stake or a cure, and her witch abilities combined with her original abilities make her incredibly OP. Her werewolf side can be quite useless, and the only good thing about it is for tracking people. Other than that, a witch who can move incredibly fast, has great immortality and durability, and her moves are incredibly powerful and do immense damage. This is the reason why she has been put at the number 2 slot. And finally, what you've all been waiting for, the number 1 slot goes to the one and only Ancient Witch. This game pass is truly an all-rounder. She can really do it all. The Ancient Witch can kill the most characters in the game. There's only 3 characters in the entire game she can't kill without spending any money, that being the Hunters and the Phoenix. She can kill witches with ease. Her vines and Ignis are incredibly OP. Her cooldowns are relatively short and her range of spells are very long. She can create the only thing that can kill Silas and one of the only 2 things that can kill Hope. She can destroy the other side and force people to move on, which is incredibly useful. But one of her best abilities has to be her self-resurrection. If she dies, she has a free shot at going to the other side and having another life. She is one of the only characters in the game who you need to kill twice for them to be permanently dead. She is incredibly useful for teamers and she's one of the best characters in the entire game to handle a 2v1. There's so much more I can mention about her, but this video would be 30 minutes long and I'm trying to keep it short. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching if you've got this far. If you agree with my ranking, please make sure to like the video and also share it to someone who you think would be interested. By the time this video is out, I am going back to uni, which means that I am not really sure when my next video will be coming out, but please be patient with me. Hopefully I'll see you guys soon. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.